Hi, I'm Val and welcome to another yoga video. You're going to need some space for this sequence. We're going to work into a posture I know as flight. That involves taking the arms out to the side and lifting the leg behind whilst the body goes forwards. So do make sure you've got enough space. There's nothing valuable you might knock off when we come to practice. So find a position on your mat. We're going to begin standing. We're going to use our Tadasana to become here and now. Think about the distance you want those feet apart. You might choose to work with them directly under the hips, or you might be bringing them in even to touch. Find the position that works for you. Be aware of those feet dropping down into your mat, sense of grounding. Really feel the weight beneath your toe joints, through your heels, little lift through the arch. And nice and tall, drawing up through the front of the legs. No locking out of those knees. Think about your pelvis. Do you naturally stick your bottom out or slouch? Can you adjust through your pelvis? Little tone of the tummy and the lower back, just so you feel you're creating some distance between the rib cage and the hips. Spine's lengthening towards the ceiling, chin's level. Think about being in balance through the left and right side of the body. Let go through those shoulders, arms relaxing to your sides. If you want to adopt a hand posture, thumb tip and first fingertip pushing together, other fingers open, palms forwards. So if you're happy to, you can close your eyes in your Tadasana as you bring your focus into your body. You can make any adjustments you feel you need to. Maybe the neck's a little stiff, maybe the shoulders need a wriggle. Think about breathing in, creating length. So we're growing tall as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, aware of how sturdy we feel standing well. So in breath, that height through the spine, opening through the body. Out breath, aware of the weight dropping through the feet. A few nice deep breaths. Bringing your focus into your body. Are your facial muscles relaxed? Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. Does your chest feel open? Your focus of standing nice and tall, balanced. And when you're ready, lowering the chin towards the chest. Releasing those arms a little more. And we're going to softly roll forwards into ragdoll. Open your eyes, gaze down at the floor, bend your knees and curl yourself down. See if your hands comfortably touch the mat. If they do, try and get those palms down on the mat. Keep the head released and stretch up through the back of the legs so the hips are going up towards the ceiling. Few breaths here. When you breathe in, check you've relaxed and released. Good. One more stretch. So in breath, send your hips up towards the ceiling. Out breath, allow the spine to lengthen. We're going to soften those knees. We're going to gently uncurl. So roll up through your spine. We're going to take those arms up towards the ceiling. Lengthen towards the ceiling, and if you're happy to, into a little back bend. Either just taking those arms behind the ears or taking the shoulders behind the hips, lengthening. Draw yourself up tall and allow those arms to simply release in front of you. We're going to do an opening stretch for the chest and to work into the shoulders. Make sure you've got enough room to take your arms out to the sides. Bring those palms together in front of you. Think of them being at shoulder level, arms stretch forwards. Going to work with the breath. Breathing in, take those arms wide, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Out breath, palms come together. In breath to go wide, shoulder blades coming together. Out breath, palms come together. In breath, wide, open that chest. Out breath, the hands draw together. We're still standing nice and tall. In to open. Out to close. Last one, breathing in, opening. Breathing out as those palms come together. Allow those arms to relax and have a little wriggle. We're going to work into a lunge now to work into those legs. So you're standing along your mat. Take a stride forwards with your right foot. It's up to you how far forward you're going. Going to bend into that right knee. Try and keep the left heel down. Hands can be on thighs, on hips. Can even be out wherever you want. So legs we're focusing on. Nice bend in that front knee. Stretching that back heel into the mat. If you can, step back towards your left foot, but otherwise step forwards. And we're going to change sides. Step forwards, left foot, keep that right heel down, bend into the left knee, little lunge forwards. Where do you want your hands? Wherever you want them is fine. Coming back, whoops, excuse me. Okay, let's see if we can go for a slightly deeper lunge this time. Take a really good stride forwards with that right foot. This time we're going to focus on that front leg. So if you want the left heel up, it can be. And we're going to lunge into that front knee. Be careful if you know that your knees are delicate, if you know your hips are delicate. Just work to the level that's right for you. If you need some support, you can. So for example, we could go on to a windowsill and we could have a stretch back. And that way we're supporting the body as we work into those knees. So you've either stepped feet together to the front of your mat, in which case you might want to turn around to lunge the other way. So left foot goes forwards, good lunge. Back heel can be off the mat and we lunge into that front knee. Breathing. Have a good lunge here. Hands are wherever works for you. Might be pushing against your wall. Hands on the windowsill. Bring the feet together and give those legs a little shake off. So we're going to go into that flight balance. Decide which leg you're going to work through. I'm going to work through my right leg first, making sure I've got room around me. So I'm sinking that right foot down into the mat, right knee's bent. Trying to bring those hips to feel level. All of the weight starts to go through the right leg. I'm going to bring my fingertips up underneath my chin. As I start to tip the body forwards, the legs lengthening away behind me. And the arms go out to the side. Trying to keep the hips level. Ideally, we're looking for the leg and the body to be in alignment. Try not to be here. Okay, so that back leg is lifted, arms are out to the side. Again, if you need to hold on to something for balance, hold on to a windowsill, put your hand on the wall, whatever works for you. Okay, I could just see there on the screen that leg needed to lift a little more. You stay there while it works for you. Make sure you're breathing. That leg should be nice and supported. Whoops, and if you wobble on it, you come back. When you're ready, you can go to the other side. So again, any sort of hip or a knee issue, if you want a hand on the wall to come through, please do. I didn't check out space behind me. So I've got the space here. Preparing my left leg. Weight down into that foot. Knees a little bit soft. Taking the right leg behind, fingertips are under the chin. And coming through into that flight posture. Lengthen through the leg, trying to keep the hips level if we can. breathing in that balance. You might be looking at the point on the end of your mat, something that doesn't move. Try not to look at your cat. A cat will move and it will take your balance with it. So when you're ready, you tuck your arms in, bring that leg in. So we're going to try that once more each side. Really good for the strength through that balancing leg. Nice and open through the chest and helps to focus the mind. Right foot being prepared, sinking the weight through that right leg into the mat, knees soft. Fingertips tucked under the chin. Beginning to take the left leg away behind as the body comes forwards and the arms stretch wide. Breathing. Lengthening if you want to through the arms. Feeling level through the hips. Hold the balance for the time it works for you. Do try to come out of your balance whilst you're still under control. Bringing the chin in, leg in, releasing. So you'll find that when I try to look to the screen, it took my balance with it. So left leg prepared. Make sure I've got my space. Tucking the fingertips under the chin. Weight into that left leg, knee, a little bit of give. Taking the right leg away behind as the arms stretch out wide. And I've instantly lost my balance there. So I'm going to come back and try once more. Preparing the foot and the leg. Bringing the arms out. Bringing the leg up. Nope, it's gone for me on that side at the moment. Just have one more try. Arms going wide, leg extended, breathing, focusing on the balance. Even yoga teachers cannot always balance, mind in too many places. When you're ready, bring it back whilst it's still under your control. And have a little shake through. You might have found that in your legs, might have felt it in the lower back, maybe the arms. You'll know where you felt that move. We're going to go into a twist next. We're going to check our body straight by having a long stretch to the ceiling. We're going to bring those feet to be directly under our hips. Arms are going to go out wide, and we're going to be twisting with the arms out wide. Lengthen through into your fingertips. Feel the weight down in your feet. Breathe in nice and tall, and as you breathe out, twist round to one side. It doesn't matter if you're going left or right. Breathing, lengthening through the arms. Do make sure you keep breathing. Think about being tall through the spine. Weight into the feet. We're in a wonderful twist. And when we're ready, we'll bring ourselves forwards and we'll twist to the other side. So we're lengthening through the arms, breathing in nice and tall, out breath to twist. Keep breathing naturally. Weight into the feet, lengthening through the arms, trying not to let those arms drop. Chest is nice and open. Have a sense of when you feel that's balanced. When you're ready, bring yourself forwards. Okay, so we're going to go once more each side. If those arms will handle it, stretch them out wide. In breath high, out breath to twist. Breathing, stretching through those arms, trying not to let them drop. Weight into feet, nice and tall. Lovely twist. Twisting is really good for our body. It gives us a little ring out. When you're ready, bring yourself forwards, stretching through those fingertips, lengthening from the centre of the chest, in breath tall, out breath to twist the other way. Keep weight down into your feet. Keep lengthening through the arms so the chest is open. If you spend a long time at the desk, it's really important to open that chest, encourage those shoulders to go back instead of rolling forwards. When we feel balanced, we bring ourselves forwards. And we'll release those arms down. You might feel a little bit tired, lethargic, give them a little wriggle. And we'll straighten to the ceiling. And release out. We're going to do a little forward bend, backward bend again. So we're going to go into that little ragdoll, followed by a stretch back. Feet directly under hips. Bend your knees. Chin to chest. Slide the hands down. Curl the spine down towards the mat. Top of the head release into the mat. Soft knees. Hands might come onto your mat. If your hands are on your mat, send your sitting bones up to the ceiling as you relax and release through your spine. Then we're going to bend the knees a little. We're going to uncurl, nice and steady, rolling up through the spine. We're going to take those arms up to the ceiling, arms wide, little back bend. Long through the front of the body, shoulders drawing back, looking up to the ceiling. Remember, if you've got a blood pressure issue, not to rush between forward bending and back bending. So hands can come down onto the front of the legs. Chin can drop onto chest. We can have a little roll forwards if we're happy to. Little hang through into ragdoll. This time, if your hands come comfortably to the mat, turn the fingertips to point behind you as you lift up through those hips, trying to lengthen the spine down towards the mat. Any sort of blood pressure issues, dizziness, have a little crouch down. Just bring the head a little higher than the heart. So when we're ready to come up, we're going to bend those knees. We're going to uncurl gently through the spine. Take care, notice how you're feeling, particularly if you're doing this on a very warm day. If you're happy to stretch into the ceiling, if you need a moment, just pause. Otherwise, we're stretching to the ceiling, arms wide, looking up, chest open. Try not to allow the head to drop into the back of the shoulders. Try and keep some length in the neck. And we'll release out. We're going to come down onto the mat into our cat position. So come down onto hands and knees, however you need to do that. You might not be able to come straight down onto your knees. If you need something under your knees, something under your shins for support, then pop your folded blanket or your little block underneath the shin. Going to have a cat stretch, spread those fingers wide, palms directly under the shoulders, middle finger facing forwards, fingers and thumbs wide, good hand print into the mat. Relax the feet if you can, so the tops of the feet get a stretch, but if you need to, then obviously the toes are down. Length of the spine between our wrists and our knees. Let's hollow, tummy moving down towards the mat, looking forwards. And then we'll arch, drawing chin in, tail under, lift high through the centre of the spine, pulling your belly into your spine. Relax and release belly down, looking forwards. Arching as you're ready, chin in, tail under, sucking the belly into the spine. Last one. Releasing the belly down, looking forwards. Really aware of the movement through the spine as you draw the chin into the chest, tuck tail under and lift the belly. We're going to come to a flat-backed position for our cat balance. I recommend bringing your knees in together so that your weights come more to centre. Check you've got enough room to stretch the leg behind before you go into your balance. Now it's up to you. You might want to move the arm then the leg. You might want to move both together, but it's opposite sides. So as my right arm stretches forwards, my left leg's going to stretch away. And I'm trying as much as possible to have the arm and the leg in alignment with the spine. Lengthening, Feeling a stretch from my heel to my fingertips. Balancing in cat. Breathing. Looking at a point on the mat because it is a balance again. And as and when you're ready, you bring the hand and knee back. Now, do take a moment to reset your weight before you go balancing on to the other side. So this time it's going to be left arm and right leg. So enough space for leg. Up to you whether you want to move arm then leg, both together. Stretch through the fingertips, arm reaching in front, leg stretching behind. Trying to find that point where you feel the arm and the leg are in alignment with the spine. Breathing. Some work going on in your tummy and your back muscles here as you try and hold this position. Staring at a point on the mat that's not going to move. So you're balancing for the right amount of time that's right for you. Might feel you feel pressure in your hand or through your knee. Please work sensibly, bringing yourself back whenever you're ready. And we're going to go into child posture. We're going to take the bottom back towards the heels, bring the hands in toward the body, forehead down towards the mat, hands back by the heels, palms to the ceiling. If you find this uncomfortable, think about taking those knees apart so you give yourself a bit of space. Encouraging the bottom down towards the heels, the forehead down towards the mat. Encourage those arms to release fully, no weight in the hands or the fingers. From here we're going to move into sitting. Softly uncurl. Bring your legs out in front so you're sitting in Dandasana. And again, we're going to be working arms out wide. So I just need to move along a little. I've got space to stretch my arms out without coming into contact with the wall. So we're sitting nice and tall, sitting on those sitting bones, legs lengthening away. Make sure you don't lock those knees out. Toes up towards the ceiling, sitting tall through the spine. We're going to go into a twist. Take those arms wide. Reach through the fingertips, chest nice and open. Take a twist to one side. It doesn't matter if you're twisting left or right. Try and stay nice and upright. Breathing. When you're ready, bring yourself forwards and we'll twist the other way. Taking those arms nice and wide, chest is open, breathing. When you're ready, bring yourself forward. We're going to go once more to each side, so lengthen through those arms. Twist. Stretch. Sit up nice and tall. Legs still engaged. As you're ready, bring yourself forward and we'll go the other way. Twisting, lengthening, opening the chest. Sitting tall, legs engaged, toes up to the ceiling. Coming to center and having a stretch to the ceiling. Release your arms down. Stay in your position. We're going to go into a side bend. I'm going to adjust my position so you can see it better. We're going to work still with those legs extended, toes to the ceiling, still with those arms stretched out to the side. So lengthen through your arms, tip over to one side. Keep your bottom firmly on the mat, bring the top arm over, palm can turn to face down towards the mat, and we should get a stretch through the rib cage as we reach away with that upper arm. Breathing. When you're ready to come up, see if we can bring both arms up, lengthen, go over to the other side. Hand comes onto the mat, top arm comes over, palm turning down. Lengthen. Keep your bottom firmly down on your mat. Stretch through your arms. Make sure you're breathing. Bring that top arm up, and as it gets to level, the other arm comes up once more to each side. Hand down, arm coming over. Palm down. Hips firmly onto your mat, stretching through that top arm. Nice long side bend. As you're ready, that arm comes up as it comes level with the other arm. They both come up. Go over the last time to this side. Hand down, top arm across. Palm faces the mat. Stretch. Breathe. Keep those hips nice and firmly onto your mat. This time when we come up, we're going to have a stretch to the ceiling. So start to come up. Bring both hands up. Interlace your fingers so your fingers are interlocked. Turn the palms to the ceiling, reach up. You can look at the back of the hands if you want. And softly fold forwards over your legs. And roll up. We're going to go to laying to work into our gentle twist for the legs. And then we're going to have a little relax. So, laying yourself down to your mat, semi-supine, knees bent. Take a moment to settle that position, settle through your hips. Feel your spines in a nice straight line. Head level, shoulders relaxed. Take your arms out comfortably to your sides. Encourage those shoulders to flatten. Palms up to the ceiling, chest is open. Now it's up to you. You can work with those ankles and knees pushed in together, or you can work with those ankles and knees apart. Breathe in at center, and as you breathe out, drop your knees over to the right. Try and allow the legs to release all the way over, soles of the feet turning off the mat. Head can roll in the opposite direction, keeping that chest nice and open. When you're ready, breathing in to center. Head rolls to center, knees roll to center. As we breathe out, knees roll to the left, head might turn to the right. Breathe in your position. Drop those knees over, the soles of the feet are off the mat. Shoulders are settling, chest feels open. Try and release in the lower back. In breath to center. Decide if you want to work on it, if you want to maybe bring those feet in together. Allow the knees to drop to one side, head turning the opposite direction. Use your breath to relax and release. Your in-breath brings you to center. Then we breathe out, rolling knees the other way, head the opposite direction. Working with the breath. Nice and open through the chest, really allowing those knees to drop over, lower back to open. In breath to center, one more each side, so as you breathe out, the knees drop over, the head turns. We settle into a twist. Breathe in to center. Out breath, last time, knees dropping, head turning. Soften and release. Use your breath. As you breathe in, we create the space. As we breathe out, we relax and release fully. Use your in-breath as you're ready to come to center. Bring both knees onto the tummy. Have a little hug of those hands around the knees. Curling up into the knees, lifting the head in place. And we'll softly relax and release the head down to the mat. Bring the feet down to the mat. And we're going to go into our relaxing position. So if you want to, you can keep your knees bent, feet flat to the floor. Otherwise, you can lengthen those legs away. Have your arms comfortably to your sides. If you don't like laying in this position on your back, consider laying on your side in recovery with your head comfortably supported either on your arm or on a cushion. Take a moment, tuning into your breath and your body. Breathing in that sense of creating space and opening. Breathing out, relaxing, releasing, and letting go. Tracing through the body. Is the head nice and centered? The muscles of the face relax. Little length in the neck. Relax through your shoulders. Soft through the upper arms. Space in your elbows. Lower arms relax. Space in the wrists. Open through the palms. Relax through thumbs and all of the fingers. Where the rise and the fall of the chest with the out-breath. As we breathe in, front of the body lifts. As we breathe out, the front of the body releases. Spine in a nice straight line. Soft across the tummy. Relaxed in your lower back. Released through your hips. Upper legs soft. Space in your knees. Lower legs relax. Space in the ankles. Soft through your feet. And relaxed through all of your toes. Every time you breathe out, aware of the back of the body dropping deeper into the mat. Our in-breath creates space and opening. Our out-breath, relaxing, releasing, and letting go. You can stay in your relaxation for as long as suits you. Whenever you're ready to release, to come back, we begin to deepen the breath. Have a little gentle wriggle into the feet and the hands. Have any sort of little stretch through that works for us. You might be lengthening. You might enjoy a hug in. Listen to your body and make the movements that suit you. Only bringing yourself up to sitting and opening your eyes as it suits you to do so. Taking a moment to become used to sitting after that time spent on the floor relaxing. If you feel you'd like to take your spine in all directions, we can have a little twist to one side. Gently over to the other side. Come to center for a little side stretch. And the other way. To center for a little back bend. Shoulder blades drawing together, hands behind hips and looking up. And finally a little curl forwards. Before we roll ourselves up to sitting. Take a nice energizing breath, reaching up as you breathe in and releasing as you breathe out. Thank you very much. Namaste.